Our next guest, a Nashville-based, Colorado-born country artist who has new music coming. We're happy to have him here on the program. Welcome, Cody Cozz. Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you so much
nice to meet you.
You too.
Pueblo, Colorado guy. And I understand that you, well, as luck has it, right, during COVID, the world shuts down and you go, okay, I'm going to start singing now.
Yes. It was kind of just, some things just happen the way they're supposed to, is what I think.
Yeah, 2020, you were in college at that point. What school did you go to?
I went to Colorado State Pueblo.
Colorado State. Were you playing football?
I was.
You know, we have our Cal guy, Scott Chellity, Colorado State. So I believe that's who he played. If he's watching and he's going to get mad, that wasn't the one. But so during COVID, everything shuts down. You're a junior, right, in college, and you're like, what am I going to do? I'm going to start playing. Not out of the question, though, because your father and uncle also played, right?
They did. And it was so, you know, that was kind of the direction, especially in my young life, you know, that was just what I was looking forward to at the time. And, you know, that was my long-term goal in high school. So I didn't really know it per se what I wanted to do after. And then once the world kind of shut down, it just gives you an opportunity to rethink some things. And I had some music opportunities kind of come my way. And I just figured I would chase them while I have the chance.
You start getting a little recognition there in your hometown area, start playing some gigs. I understand that you had a little stage fright. Listen, when you're playing in your room or college, and then all of a sudden you're on a stage in front of all these people just staring at you, that can be a little intimidating.
Absolutely.
You know, Carly Simon, obviously you know, right? One of the biggest. She still talks about stage fright to this day. How did you overcome that?
Man, honestly, it was just baptism by fire. I remember my first acoustic gig ever was at an Italian restaurant, and things had just kind of started opening up in COVID, and so people were just itching to do anything at all. And there were like 200 people that showed up to my first show, and I remember driving by, and I just looked, and I was sweating bullets. It was unbelievable. So, but it was an unbelievable experience, and I guess there just comes a point where it's like, okay, I can't be nervous anymore.
Yeah. How did you get discovered?
So I actually just playing in my hometown, and I think it happened all at the right time. And you know, Nashville and the big pros were kind of shutting down, so they weren't really playing. So again, it gave an opportunity for guys like me to step into some venues that were a little bit bigger at the time that, you know, they really didn't, that nobody wanted to play. And so I was kind of getting this exposure to bigger rooms and the actual business side of this thing, which ended up getting me the opportunity to open for some bigger artists as things started opening up again. And that's how I ended up meeting some people out here and made it way.
Making Nashville your home base right now. Cab of My Truck, of course, that is a song that your fans are loving.
Love it.
Listen, man, when I'm thinking of this, and I'm thinking you as an artist, you're on stage, you see your ex hit the dance floor. That's what I'm envisioning.
Yes.
I can't imagine what that must be like. That's that's what I hear when I hear this song.
I mean, it's pretty much exactly that in a nutshell. I actually wrote it about one of my friends. We were out at Red Door here in town, and one of his old flames came walking in, and it was they had just split up, and you just saw, we got him all excited to go out again, and then his whole demeanor just shut down. Well, you know how that is. And so I was like, I'm gonna end up writing a song about this moment, and sure enough, we did, and it resonates with people. It really has.
Absolutely, it's such a great sounding record too.
Thank you.
You got a new song coming called "Things You Learn in a Bar."
Yes.
I feel like you're the bartender in this situation. Or you're just a guy at the bar drinking and taking in all the stories.
So I would say it's a little of both, and it's funny you bring that up. I actually went to lunch one day mid-afternoon at the old Live Oak after a write, and the write didn't really go super well, and there was nobody there. There was an old man sitting there kind of talking to the bartender, and you could just tell at the time, you know, he didn't have really much going on. He had lost his wife, was talking about his days in the war, some of his old friends, and you know, this bartender really wasn't paying attention, but I was listening, and I was like, man, this guy really is, you know, talking a lot of great life advice for one. And then it was just, I put myself in his shoes. You know, I remember going to the bars and little restaurants with my dad and his buddies and hearing their conversations about life and my own experiences with my friends. And good or bad, you learn something about life sitting in a bar stool. And so I went home after that and we wrote that song.
As a songwriter, you are an observer of people. When you see Cody in a bar, just be careful what you're doing. He's watching you.
I'm watching, I'll write about you.
I love it. Congratulations to you. By the way, we got to give a shout out to a mutual friend of ours.
Yes.
Jim Van Loo, if you're watching.
Van Loo.
All right. Pueblo, Colorado. Actually, Cuchera, beautiful area down there.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Cody Cozz, thank you.